just seem to be lucky and charming these days. Some people just have that spark, and boy, do you have it. Keep knocking it out of the park. You are amazing.
Welcome to Staying Up with Cami and Taryn. I'm Cami.
And I'm Taryn. And every night, me and my baby get to sleep together because we're married. But every week, we invite you to join us to our sleepover. So thanks for staying up.
Thanks for staying up.
Oh, peepees. Hello. Happy new day.
Happy new week.
Happy new week. Happy new day. Happy new hour. Happy new minute.
Oh.
I'm feeling inspired.
That was cute. You should do like kids' YouTube songs. They always have like millions and millions of views.
I mean, Baby Shark.
Making so much money.
Who the fuck did Baby Shark?
Well, I mean, Baby Shark is like in its whole new caliber, but there are so many songs that have millions of views, and you just replay it for your kids.
Babe, but I am hitting Baby Shark song level creation
every day, daily. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need to like put them on YouTube with fun little like graphics in the back, and there you go.
Okay, get ready. Ready?
What?
Listen. Huh? You're going to be given $1 million if you create a tune in 3, 2, 1, go.
This little baby goes to the store, has a ball, helping mom. This little baby doesn't throw a fit because she's good.
Has a ball, goes to store.
I don't know.
I love it. Yeah. What a hit.
You don't need to know.
You don't need to know. And then that's what makes it cool.
Now that one might get copyrighted because I did do it to the tune of I don't even know. Yeah. But whatever. Your turn. 3, 2, 1, go.
Bobby, he's a baby, baby, and no matter what, he's lazy.
Poor Bobby. Okay, listen, not our best work.
No matter what, he's lazy was crazy.
I don't think we're good on the spot jinglers.
I am,
but
that wasn't it though.
Okay.
You always say that about me.
No, not on the spot when you're called out. I'm saying it just naturally happens throughout the day. I've never been like, make a jingle and it's good, but you will create a jingle just off the cuss.
Yeah.
But we have to remove the pressure. So I think we should just like be mic'd up all day.
That's beautiful.
And then at the end of the day, be like, okay, which ones can we work into a real song? And then we'd be rolling in dough from
what I need to understand about my psyche is how did I immediately go to Bobby?
Because you love Bobby.
No, like, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
If anyone puts me on the spot for anything, it's Bobby on the brain.
I think it's just like an easy name for everything.
Yeah, it's like, who's Bobby? Everybody's Bobby. We're all Bobby.
We're all Bobby. You're Bobby, I'm Bobby, we're Bobby.
Let's do you, me, we. My darling, how are you this week? How are you in your heart, in your head, in your mind?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Work really picked up last week. And that had me feeling energized. I had, as I shared with the PPs, been a little bit nervous. I could deal with, oh my God, I did not go on D&D, and that's so unlike me. Sorry about the interruption, PPs.
You're crazy.
I had shared that I was getting a little nervous about work, and fertility stuff kind of got my mind off of that. But I'm sorry, the sparkling water is making me burpy.
You know, we haven't been drinking sparkling water lately, and then I think when you get back into it,
it's really intense.
It's really intense.
My God. Anyways, yeah. So I've been feeling good. It's made those fears be a little bit put to rest. Not too much though. Don't get too comfy. But yeah, I feel good. Period still hasn't come, so I'm like kind of like having like weird little mood swings, and I had a crazy back cramps the other day.
Yeah, that was weird.
Still didn't get my period, but the cramps went away, so that's good.
What the fuck is that about, bro?
I don't know. I have read that like it happens. No, I was on Reddit a lot. This is actually super sad. A lot of people after a failed frozen embryo transfer, your first period back is like kind of wacky, but it comes quickly. And then the second one back can take a really long time. I think I'm 6 weeks now without a period, and I'm very regular. But for us, it's like, okay, I kind of knew this was happening. It's not a big deal. For straight couples going through this, they then get a false sense of like, oh, did I get pregnant naturally during this time?
So sad.
So many women on the thread were like, oh my God, yeah, I was so excited. I really thought I was pregnant. I'm still taking tests just to be sure. Nothing's come back positive. I'm like, oh, what a like heart-wrenching experience. Fucking fertility, man. But yeah.
So nar.
I'm doing pretty well. Like I'm not on my crazy high that I was for a few months.
Yeah.
Or for a month, but I'm not like dipped
Well,
like
that
I
was
did again.
potentially manic, so
Maybe. I liked it.
it was fun.
I want to keep it.
I had a great time too.
Yeah, it was great.
But you're not miserable. Yet.
No, not yet. Yeah, I don't know. I'm scared for this period to come, but I'm also like ready to get it over with. But
I hear you.
I feel all right. How are you doing, baby?
I'm doing okay. I wouldn't say I'm thriving at this time in my life. By this time I mean
The
this
way
week.
you rattled things off to me this morning.
Oh,
I came
yeah, I
downstairs
did.
and you were like, I'm making coffee, and you're like, oh, I'm so stressed. And I was like, what are you stressed about, babe? And I could feel in that moment, you were like, what am I stressed about?
Yeah.
And then you like listed them off in your head, and you're like, can I just tell you all the ways?
I stood in front of Cam.
She did.
With my hands, if you're watching, with my hands like this. I wouldn't know how to describe this. So if you're not watching, I'm
like
sorry.
on a table, like you were like very business-like.
Like as a cone on a table.
Yes.
Both of them were cone hands on the table. And I
Yeah.
said, let me tell you. And then I spoke. I only had 5 minutes until my next meeting, so I had to speak fast. But I did tell you everything I was nervous about. And I'll tell you if
we tried to come up with like a game plan of how to fix them.
Yeah. And
we
some
did fix a couple.
we did. The spider?
You're welcome.
I haven't been working downstairs in my basement because I saw a spider when I was going to the bathroom, and then it moved while I was going to the bathroom, and I thought it was Black Widow because we saw Black Widow outside the other day, and I got very nervous. Please don't comment anything about Black Widows. I don't want to hear it. It wasn't a Black Widow. But anyway, I wouldn't come down here because it was down here, and I didn't want to be down here. And then Cam came and saved the day this morning. I've been okay. Work has been kind of crazy. More than anything, my boobs have been swelling.
Swollen?
Not swelling.
Swollen?
Swelling and swollen. I guess this
Which is all very normal.
very normal after a breast reduction.
And bruising a bit. Apparently, when you get a breast reduction, there is so much like internal bruising and blood flow and stuff happening.
Yes.
That as you recover, those bruises kind of naturally fall and push in the blood kind of settles with gravity. So she's showing up a little bruising at like the base of your boob, and
Yes.
that scared her a little bit this weekend.
It scared me a little bit. But I think we're probably on the up, but swelling is normal and it goes up and down and all the things. And then my main concern of this last week is that I have been waking up every single morning between 4 and 5 with like a panic.
really hot,
Heart racy. And
we know my baby doesn't do well with either of those.
no. And so it's really sad because I wake up and I'm very alone. And sometimes I wake Cam up, sometimes I don't. And I just like, I've been like, get a little ice cube, put an ice cube on me. I play a game on my phone. I like listen to a thing. I do all these little things to try to calm myself down, and it eventually works.
Yeah.
But it's been weird.
That's not fun.
Not fun.
I have a theory that it's been since she stopped using her wedge pillow because she had to sleep elevated and on her back post-surgery. Mm-hmm. And every day this has happened have been the first days you've done without the wedge and trying to like sometimes be on your side. So it took you a long time to get used to sleeping on your back. So my theory is it's going to take you a little bit of time to reacclimate to sleeping differently again.
And I also
just like being so busy.
Sent it with drinking. This is what ChatGPT's theory is. I've been recovering from a major surgery, which thank you all for commenting about how I was going bald. Well, you didn't say that, but you reassured me that I said I was going bald, and you were like, I think you're forgetting you just had a major surgery, and that also might be a big part of your body's stress response. So thank you.
Yeah, your body's healing. Like even your Oura ring has been like minor signs, major signs. Like,
I know.
You're healing.
So
normal.
ChatGPT is telling me that this is a mix of me drinking for the first time in a while, like actually having, party level drinks.
Yeah, it's just
waking
different.
up.
It's harder.
And that between 4 and 5 is when your body wakes up or not wakes up, but when your body's trying to process the alcohol. So then it like goes through withdrawal, which makes you hot, which is insane.
Yeah.
So anyways, there's that. Then I've been nervous about this thing, about like this like stupid heart thing in my family that like nothing has changed. I just kind of remembered it. And I have connected that to the first night that I woke up in the middle of the night. And now ChatGPT says that I am likely just freaking out about that. Yeah. And so I have messed up my REM and made it a habit to wake up at that time. So normally I wake up and it's nothing, but now I'm waking up and I'm like, oh God, it's happening again. And so, yeah. So anyway, baby. That's been strange. And then the last bit on my update is that my friend issue from last week is resolved.
Yeah, baby.
Which is very exciting.
Yeah, it was great. They had a little chat. It went perfectly.
Yeah. This friend reached out with the exact line of what I wanted and was just like, I'm driving. Can we fumble through this? I want to
Yeah.
like talk about where what happened.
Totally.
And then they apologized right away. It made me feel a lot better. And it ended up being like a really sweet and deep conversation.
That's why, to like reiterate on how we talked about last week of like somewhat like demoting your friend in your head to calm you down. It's not to say that like, oh, that's just not as good of a friend as I thought they were, and that they're never gonna be, and whatever, and now I'm writing them off. It wasn't that in any sense, because oftentimes you're just stressing yourself out more in your head than it's worth.
Right.
It's a way to calm you down. And
right.
I think because you had done that and solved that within you, you were ready to receive that conversation way better. So just to clarify, when we talked about kind of last week of
the great demotion,
it is to self-soothe. It is not to like
100%
to nix them out of your life or anything.
No, I was a little freaking baby self-soothing, sucking on my tummy.
Yeah, you're like, wah.
Okay, that's me, that's you. How are we?
How are we? How are us?
How's our union? How are you feeling? Anything I need to know about this last week or this week coming up?
I think our union is quite great. You are an incredible wedding partner to go to. You're so fun. You're so great.
Thanks, honey.
I think we've been busy, so I feel like I've gotten like a little less like touchy affection. And I mean, even you've had surgery, so you've been less touchy. The other day you were tickling my back, and that made me like the most insanely happy I've ever been. I was like, oh my God.
Mean, that's on my list as well. I'm craving physical touch, which I have brought up a few times.
I know we both have. And I think it's just been a weird thing of like, I've gotten so used to, I'm so scared to like lay close to you in bed, because it was like, I'd accidentally touch an area that I didn't think was going to bug you. And you're like, ow. And I'm like getting myself nervous. So we need to be like, you're not as precious anymore. You are okay. Like even I hugged you today and I like squeezed and I was like, oh, this is so soothing and comfortable. So I think we both need to be like, we can be doing this again. You are not going to rip your incisions.
I think my lack of being able to like really snuggle, like holding you. And
that's
like,
okay. I know that can't happen.
I know, but that's stopped me mentally from being like getting close, because I've been like, sleeping on a fucking incline. I've just felt so funky.
When you were on the incline, I'd wake up and like have to look up at you. Like I couldn't even like put a hand on you. The mountain is me. Yeah. So I think we need to, even if we just like, I guess we have been doing this at night now that you're not on the incline. I'm like able to lay on your shoulder, and I've been nervous to do that, but just like so careful. Even having that for a few minutes before we go to bed and roll over or whatever, that's been really nice.
All right, we'll get
just
better
like
at that.
hand touching throughout the day.
I will say I really appreciated playing backgammon last night.
That was very fun.
That was very fun for me. And even though I do get a little bit sad when you want to be done, because you always want to be done sooner than I want to be done. Yeah. I did think that was a really nice form of connection when we have felt physically disconnected.
Yeah.
So I thank you for playing with me.
And you can always ask, like, could we play one more round? Even if I'm not like super, and I'll be like, yeah, you know what, I can. Or I'll be like, nah, my brain's out of it.
Yeah.
But you can ask that. And that's totally okay.
Okay.
Because whenever you're like, it does always feel like it's up to me, because I probably am like, you could do it for 12 hours and
you
not
always
care.
Want to play less.
Yeah. Then I feel like it's just be coming up to me. But like, we can compromise, or it's like, okay, one more. You know what I mean?
One more hour.
One more game.
Okay. Anything that you need from me?
Yeah, I think just getting back into the rhythm of falling back into our delegated tasks.
Yes. Now that I'm back.
A bit more. Yeah. Like the trash is super full today, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do it when I do this. And I was like, wait, why am I having to still do that? Like, unless it's extra heavy. If you need my help, please ask for it.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be easier for me to stay on top of things if we're easing back into that.
100%. I can do that.
Thanks, baby.
Sounds
really
cool.
Appreciate it. Cool.
All right. How was our week?
Oh my God.
Let's be done checking in.
I love a wedding. I love a wedding so much.
We love weddings.
I know some people don't. Some people do not love a wedding. They feel like it's an obligation. I find a wedding to be so much fun. And I also always feel so connected to you at weddings. Maybe because we didn't get married that long ago that I'm like immediately thinking about, what did we do? What did I like better that we did? What would I have liked to added to ours if I had seen this prior to it? And especially I think this weekend we went to a wedding in Santa Ynez, and right when we got engaged, that is the area I immediately looked at, because and I'd never been there.
You wanted to get
I just
married
knew
there.
it was the vibe I'd like.
Yeah.
And I was right because it was so beautiful.
Honey, I still feel bad we didn't get married there.
No, don't feel bad. No,
I don't. I think you didn't love our venue.
Well, our venue, that was a big issue that it was like we got our wedding venue canceled.
Yeah.
If I would have, when we booked ours in Palm Springs, it was like, oh, this is perfect. It's like this kind of beautiful estate vibe, but in Palm Springs. When we switched, it wasn't that. It was very Palm Springs.
Yeah.
And that's not what I wanted. But beggars can't be choosers. We lost our venue 2 months before our wedding. Our venue was amazing. I loved it there. I'm so glad that worked out.
This is the first time we've ever talked about that.
What?
The venue. That you didn't like, that it wasn't really your style.
Well, I didn't want to be negative at all when we were it was slim pickings. We couldn't change the weekend. We couldn't change the date of our wedding.
Yeah.
We couldn't move all of our what's it called? The people who were like our vendors. Mm-hmm. It was what is left and what do we like? And I did like it. It was beautiful and wonderful. It had everything we wanted. Mm-hmm. The one that we looked at, I thought like the outside and the actual like venue itself would have been better, but we wanted people so badly to stay at the venue, and the inside of that place was like not cutting it.
Yeah, the place was crazy.
But no, I don't have any regrets. Our wedding was beautiful. The place was perfect for us. And we kind of nixed Santa Ynez early on because
so damn expensive. Jesus
well,
Christ.
Besides that, it really hard for a lot of people to get to. Closer for our LA people to drive to than even Palm Springs, maybe. Well, it's very similar. Mm-hmm. But flying into that area for any out-of-state people would have been really hectic. Crazy. I don't have any regrets. But that's the thing. I feel like people get so wrapped up. Even I see so many TikToks of girls being like, I can't look at wedding stuff after I just got married because then I wish I had this dress, wish I did that, wish I had these flowers.
I've never seen that.
Well, I have a lot of wedding stuff that I would look at on TikTok, so I'm still kind of on wedding talk. And I think that's so sad. Like, our wedding was absolutely perfect, and I already dream of like anniversary parties of different things you want to do. It's just, you can do stuff another time.
Yeah.
If you fall in love with a new type of floral arrangement, have a party and have that floral arrangement. No one says it's only for weddings.
Yeah.
Is there a dress you love? Like, save up, get that dress for something, throw a party, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a single regret of how our wedding was. I loved it.
I never want you to feel like.
No, of course not.
Okay,
honey.
but all to say, you were obsessed with Santa Ynez.
Yeah, it's just funny because it was a place that I knew. Same with how I feel about like Santa Barbara. That area of California, I'm like,
guys, that's the move.
It's so me. We went to this little place on our drive up, Summerland, yeah. Summerland. And this little restaurant there we just found driving up. Field and Fort. We went there and back. I just love that energy. A lot of people outside.
Yep.
I think it's the perfect combination of both our personalities.
I think so too.
Of like cozy vibes, but everyone somehow is like chic, even though they're just like throwing on their jeans and their t-shirt.
I do think, look, I'm never wanting to move, but I did think this weekend this could be a place I could live.
Oh, honey, if we could afford a home there, mm-hmm. I would like really not even bat an eye at it because it's still so close.
We should talk to my friend from Patreon who I think lives up there now.
Oh yeah, and I adore her. I'm like, if this is
mm-hmm.
the vibe of people in the area, then it's mm-hmm. great. I literally feel like it's there's this wave of younger people being like moving to Tennessee and they're going so like granola conservative and like kind of getting scary. Mm-hmm. If you are craving the outdoors and the space and nature, but you're still liberal, you want to be in like Santa Barbara. Because it's like there's so many farms there, but the farms are wineries.
That's a great point.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what the political
I think very
belief
liberal
of Santa Barbara is, but
it's also like I kept seeing families that were at Field and Fort, and I was like, you're really tricky to tell if you're raging Republicans.
I know.
Or not. But then I could hear some of their conversations, and I was like, oh, liberal? What?
Okay, Libby.
Yeah.
I said friend from Patreon, and then it made me think of a very special moment from the wedding that I would like to share.
Please don't.
I do have to go into it a little more. I posted about it on Instagram, but I want the PBs to get the whole
I might need to walk away from it. I get so much anxiety hearing about anything I've done when I was drunk. Good, bad, otherwise I don't care. It makes me so anxious.
I have been having less drinks than I normally do at weddings since I got my surgery, just because I'm like trying to be careful and not trying to add whatever shit, swelling.
Yeah.
And our sweet friend Camden is having fun, as she should. And we love that for her. But what that means is that I'm a little bit more coherent than I have been in the past. So I do feel like I'm watching my life from the outside a little bit.
Yeah. Which is tough at a wedding.
But on the shuttle home from the venue to our Airbnb, it's the end of the night and everybody's getting on the shuttle. People are really drunk or really tired or a mix of both. Sweet Camden and I are sat together next to each other. Now, what you need to know about Cam drinking is that Cam is totally fine until she's not. Mm-hmm. It hits her like a ton of fucking bricks, you guys.
That's why I very often will just Irish exit or put myself to bed because I don't like that.
Yeah.
And it's also like, grow up, learn how much you can handle. Any given day, you don't know what it is. Like our Rhode Island wedding, I had 8 martinis.
Yeah.
And I was like, fine, woke up, not hungover. I was like, what?
Yeah, it was weird.
And I often don't even really feel drunk. And then I'll feel drunk and I'm like, shit, I just had another drink.
Yeah.
And now it's definitely hitting me and I'm fucked because those couple drinks that I've had within this last hour are still not even being equated into this.
So sweet Cam is dancing, wanting to like be really fun. It's her manager's wedding, so she's like wanting to give it all, blah blah blah, all the things. And
trying to be a good guest.
And so was I, but I couldn't dance for that long. I did dance for way longer than I have.
Also, you wore heels. This is a whole nother thing we don't have time for today. Taryn's outfit was so chic, so cool, so everything.
We'll get there.
And you wore heels. And you haven't been wearing heels much.
Yeah.
So your feet are out of commission. For a while.
Yeah.
And now they're like back in.
I sound like a total wreck at this wedding. I was not. I was really a part of it and I was vibing.
You literally took a seat for 5 minutes?
Towards the end of the night, I was like, I actually do need to sit down between my boobs and my feet. I ain't right.
Yeah, baby was hurting.
All to say, Cam is having a great time. She peels away from me for a minute towards a table that is specifically made for shots.
For the bride and the groom. We were all dancing and someone was like, should we take shots? And I am in no world going to say no to a bride and a groom.
Yes.
Nope.
Another very sweet thing about Cam is that every time that we talk about shots, she's always like, I never take shots. I will never take a shot. But it does tend to always be you that's taking the shots.
Yeah.
Now that we need to own that.
Well, yeah, it is because I am very quick to give in to peer pressure.
Yeah.
And when I know there's a situation where people are like, I really want to have fun, I want to rally, blah, blah, I'm like, shots? We should do shots.
Yes.
And I'm like, why?
I'm not a shots girl. It's not for me.
But if I do notice I'm too drunk before it happens, I will rally people to do shots, but I won't do the shot.
So Miss Camden is already a little turning, but not all the way. Then I see her from afar and she takes a shot. And I'm like, okay.
You're like,
she walks up to me literally 20 seconds after this shot. And I'm like, oh, baby, I can see it. Her eyes get like all kind of glazed over, but she's still there. But
yeah, all my friends have a twinkle in my eye, and that's how they know I'm drunk.
And I'm like, oh, I see it. And she's like, I know that shot. And I was like, oh,
which was like 10 seconds prior.
Literally 15 seconds ago. She's like, yeah, I think that shot just hit me. I'm like, baby, that means we're in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, it's going to be rough.
It's going to be rough. Fast forward, we're on the shuttle. A separate thing that is hilarious is we were trying to peer pressure this other guy to go to the after party.
And we weren't going.
And then we got on the shuttle with them to not go on the after party. And he was like, what the hell, you guys? You were just like forcing me to go to this. Anyway.
Yep.
We're on the shuttle. We're sat in front of this other couple that we had just met. We didn't meet them throughout the wedding. And we're meeting them now on the shuttle. I'm meeting them. Cam is with me.
So sorry to whoever you are.
Cam is with me. She's not ever embarrassing. She's not acting a fool. She's not doing anything crazy. She's cute as a button, as always, sweet as hell, but a little twinkly. And
until tonight.
And we were all talking about work. No.
Why are we talking about work?
That's actually not true. They knew that her manager was the girl who got married. So, sorry.
Yeah, a lot of people were asking, like, what's it like having her as your manager, blah, blah, blah. So
and everyone
they must have asked
like,
me a question.
And people are all curious about the life of an influencer. So this always comes up at things like this. They're always like, oh, so what do you do? What's your life like? Like, blah, 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 blah. So Cam talks a little bit about that. And then she's over it. And she goes,
I don't really love talking about it.
She goes, you have to hear what my wife does. She's going to downplay it. She always downplays how amazing she is, but she is amazing. So
which I stand by.
Stand by. Beautiful. Thank you,
by
honey. But she's like setting me up to be a WNBA player. Like, she's like, oh, you're about to be
And like, I'm married to Oprah.
And so the people are trying to be nice and they're like, oh, sorry, what do you do? And I'm like, oh God. I'm like, I'm actually just a writer in tech. And Cam goes, no, she's not just a writer in tech. She goes on to talk about the company I work for, what I do there, blah, blah, blah. Then she goes, she also is an owner of a card company. And I'm like, baby. And they go, car or card? And she's like, card. So they're playing card. So she's like describing this. Everyone's
They
wasted.
think you own like and sell.
They think
like exotic cars. They're like a Porsche 911.
Yes.
And you're like, no, they're cards. They're playing cards.
I own a little baby playing card company that's just for fun and is cute and is not. I don't even know that I would call it a company. It is what it is.
Okay. Now I understand why I was
Now
fighting.
I understand me. So then she goes, and this might be the best part. Also, she just hit 100,000 followers today on Instagram.
Also
And they're like, oh, cool. And she's like, see, she really downplays herself. She's so amazing, but she really, and I'm just sitting there with like my hands. I feel like I'm like my mom is like bigging me up to people we just met in the line at the grocery store.
Yeah.
And
oh, my poor future children.
the grand finale.
Somehow I think we leave out.
This part is the craziest. At the very end, she goes, also, she was like one of the first people at Patreon. Like, she basically founded Patreon.
I'm like shocked that I'm like, why did I say that? I think maybe I was trying to say like, you're basically there when it was founded. Like, you were like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Or I just wanted to lie.
She goes, she basically founded Patreon. I was very early on at Patreon, but I did not found it.
Definitely didn't.
Can't even come close to that claim. Okay. Then I'm trying so hard to change the subject after this absolute blasphemous lie that I go, so what do you do to the guy? And the girlfriend says, he's a lawyer at Patreon.
When they heard me say that about you, they were probably like, this bitch is crazy.
And then Cam
Liar.
starts naming people that she knows from my time at Patreon. And the guy's like, yeah.
I was like, do you know so-and-so? Do you know so-and-so? Like,
Yeah.
now I'm like, oh my, I'm not even realizing that I have told a lie, which makes me, the fact that I didn't go, oh fuck, I'm lying while I'm drunk, makes me think I didn't mean it like that. Because
yeah.
I think I just was like, now I'm like, connection, best friend. We know all the same people, which I honestly don't know any of them. I do know some of them.
You know, but Cam basically was like, she gave you a job is the energy that was giving off. And I was mortified.
Guys.
Anyway, so also this is all happening while it's totally silent in this bus, except for the guy in front of us is vomiting.
Yeah, so everyone's probably hearing this very
Everybody's
uncomfortable
hearing, and his vomit smelled so bad we had to back up.
But that's the thing. At least I wasn't vomiting.
No, and she didn't even vomit.
No, I was fine.
Why are we saying vomit?
I don't know.
It's like so intense.
Because it was what the guy was doing in front of us was horrific, and the smell, I will never get over it. That was really upsetting.
Oh God. Anyway, but I'm thankful that that's your state. That's what's most important. I'm thankful that's how you are when you're drunk.
I could be so many things when I'm drunk, and at least I'm not any of those. At least I'm lying on your behalf, bigging you up.
This was the first time you bigged me up like that when we were drunk, though. I will say that.
Well, here's what I think happened. The night before, we were talking to someone who we just met not drunk and talking about what we do, and then he asked what you do, and you were like kind of explaining it, and I was like jumping in to explain too, and he was like saying something of like, oh, you don't like to talk about your accomplishments, huh? So I think I like had this, it's almost like when something happens during the day and then you end up dreaming about it.
Yeah.
That happened during the day, so it came out when I was wasted, which is basically me dreaming. I think I was tired.
I think you were tired.
But anyways, listen, I love my wife. I think she is very remarkable and accomplished, and she's very humble about it and doesn't like to big herself up. So I will do it. Normally I don't lie.
Well, you know what I deserve then if you love me that much? Tickets to Coachella.
Oh, God.
Guys. Justin Bieber and Sabrina Carpenter headlining Friday and Saturday.
I really think you manifested this. You had just said.
I had just said.
I don't know where it was. Maybe even on this podcast. But you were like, wouldn't it be. Oh, it was not on this podcast. Wouldn't it be. I swear she just said it though. Big her up. I'll big her up right now. Give me a shot. Wouldn't it be the most incredible concert if Justin and Sabrina were together? And you know what? I will be honest. I did shoot it down because I was like, their vibes wouldn't match.
Yeah.
But it would be cool if there was like a way for them to be together. Not them headlining Coachella, and you've been begging to go for years. We've never gone together. Mm-hmm. I haven't been in so long. I do hope to be pregnant by then, so that should be interesting. But
that's fine.
We have to go. We might have to like ball out. It might need to be like Christmas, birthday, anniversary presents for the next foreseeable future because we're gonna have to get like a driver.
Yeah,
and all like we're
definitely getting VIP.
Yeah,
if we can't get artist passes. We need to figure that out.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen,
we'll figure it out.
If any brands want to send me, aka help me gift my incredible wife tickets to Coachella,
who never talks about herself, who
will never tell you. She loves Justin. She loves Sabrina, and I want to see Cat's Eye Live so bad.
Same, please send us.
I wish someday this podcast could be big enough that it's the brand and we send PPs to Coachella every year. Coachella. Like instead of sending influencers, we send our PPs there.
Yeah, 100%.
That would be
the coolest thing in the world.
We get a house and all the PPs go.
Insane. Our wedding venue. They all stay at the wedding venue. That'd be cute.
That would be sick someday. Someday, if we can afford that, we're all going to Coachella together.
My life has changed knowing that this Coachella is basically something I manifested, dreamt for, wanted.
Listen, we're going to see what we can do, baby. We're going to try our best.
I hope we do.
And if we can go, we're going to go.
Okay.
But before we plan all of that, we need to figure out your birthday. And we just did. We have gotten it figured out. I know you're feeling sad because a lot of people are out of town. Listen, I just need to state that planning birthdays after you're 30, if you are over 30, you will relate to this. If you're not, it's something you might want to think about before turning 30.
Decide if you want to turn 30. She literally said, birthdays are so hard.
Do you want to join this
KYS?
Being in your 30s is amazing, but for some reason, it becomes like New Year's Eve where you're like,
yeah, it's too much.
I feel this pressure that I have to plan something big and elaborate, but I don't really want to. Like, we're doing something with your family on your actual birthday, and then it was like, okay, wait, do you do something with friends? And then you do this thing where you like pout and you're like, I'm just not gonna do anything. Every year she's like, I don't know, it's kind of just too stressful, like I'm just not gonna do anything. And I'm like, well, is that you asking me to plan it? And I like will give her 1,000 ideas, and she's just like, no, like
you do it too. Don't act like that's not what you do too.
I'm sure I do, but mine most recent recollection was last night.
Yeah.
And you turned into the biggest little brat about it. It's so cute. But finally, after I recommend 100 ideas, one of them will land. And it did.
I love all the ideas. It's just my brain goes like, I step into the experience and then I'm like, here's why.
She's like looking for reasons it won't work. And
Maybe
I'm like,
that won't be fun.
Let's slow down and let's just come up with like what sounds fun and then we'll deal with the problems. And she's like, no, I have to think about this, and this first.
I also have too many split friend groups. So then when it's like, okay, let's just do an intimate dinner, which always sounds fun. I'm like, what the fuck do we do with like,
you just don't want to leave people out.
These people. I have to pick and choose from groups. That's not going to work for me.
Yeah. But then it's like maybe every year it's a different group that you dabble in. I don't know.
You know what I will never choose to do for my birthday?
What? Oh God.
Eat at barbecue.
This is the weirdest thing that I've learned about you recently, but it does make sense.
I'm freaked out. Guys, I'm going to be real. I'm going to lose some friends here. I'm going to lose some peepees. There are people that like barbecue that I would actually reframe and call them barbecue people. And then there are non-barbecue people.
This is so intense.
I'm not a barbecue people. People.
Okay.
Like beans, sloppy Joe, ribs.
See, I think you're married to a barbecue person because that all sounds amazing. Like
the way I was saying it, I was
barbecue
like,
is really hard when you don't eat meat, I will say. And for a long time, I was dairy free too.
Yeah.
But there is a vegan barbecue place in Nashville that was so good. Like I'll be honest, before I stopped eating meat, ribs were like one of my favorite foods. Like I love a saucy, meaty cheese. I don't know.
I think that's the thing. I'm down to
don't love a
barbecue at
saucy.
home, but the feeling of, and barbecue, I don't mean like hamburgers, hot dogs, like
No,
use a
you
barbecue.
mean like Southern
Texas
barbecue. Yeah.
Like,
I love it.
it's the smell around other people that really
You
is not right
you don't
for
like
me.
a super saucy thing.
And it's the fact that everyone's hands are covered in saucy.
I don't like that, but I think you can eat it in a more calm way. You can
But
use
people
a fork and knife.
don't. Barbecue
Yeah, but
people don't.
Have you been to like a barbecue on the side of the street in Texas, like a place where you like go up, you get a tray kind of vibe?
I went once in Austin, but it was like for South by, so it was kind of manufactured. It wasn't like the right experience.
No, you need to go like a random ass town in Texas.
I'd be happy to be swayed, and also if there are any peepees
I
in
don't think
LA.
it's your thing. You don't love like a saucy. You don't like creamy. Like you don't really love anything like that.
I think I've changed because like you saying creamy kind of sounds good.
I think we have to go to barbecue. I think you just ate your own words.
What? That's funny.
Why?
Ate
Yeah.
barbecue.
Ate barbecue.
Barbecue,
Ate your own words.
ate your own ribs.
I
Ribs.
think we have to go to barbecue, but
I'm
I
down.
would like to find one that at least has like some more vegan option because I love the sauce, but there's not a lot of vehicles I can put it on.
Peepees in LA, please tell me where we should barbecue.
Yeah, I don't know. Is there any good barbecue
there
in
has
LA?
to be. There's Korean barbecue.
I'm not really sure. But also what I have for the peepees is PSA. We are starting a book club on the Patreon. Someone mentioned it in the YouTube comments and I was like, why the hell haven't we done that yet? So I made a little post over on the Patreon. on the PP Patreon. And it's going to start October 1st. We will pick a book by then. So go comment what books you want to read. A lot of people are putting out Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid.
It is good.
It's an amazing book. I'm afraid that too many people have read it at this point.
I do think we've all read it.
I know, like people are like, it would be great. And everyone's like, yes, I love that one. I'm like, wait, shouldn't we try to read a new one? But it is a fun book to discuss. I don't know. Anyways, go
guess I
share
could
recs.
reread
And
it.
then once we get some recs, I will put up a poll so we can finally pick. And then we'll start it October 1st. And I think we'll just do a book a month. And monthly we will have a little Zoom call and chat about it. I just think that would be really fun.
I'm so down with that. I think that's a great, you know what? So many celebrities have these book clubs.
Yeah, so many do.
I've never joined one.
Well, I've read books from them, but I've never like
No, but like, have
Join the
you
discussions.
done like? Yeah, I wonder if the discussions are fun.
I don't know. I've never done one. But I do think it's really fun to do it with like
How will we do
a group
it?
of people where you already have a commonality. Like the PPs already have something in common that they listen to this podcast.
That we all love Cousin Bobby.
That we all love Cousin Bobby. So it might be nice that there's that kind of
I hear that.
thing too. And like people want to meet friends. But I think we'll just do a video call either on like Discord or something once a month.
Yeah.
For like an hour. Maybe I'll like post questions. Like people can share questions and I'll list like 5 to 10 ahead of time so people can like be prepared and we'll just chime in and chat and
I think
vibe out.
Iga Svatek, whatever. Well,
Really? Has a book club?
I think she loves reading.
That's
she
really
talks about that a
cute.
lot. She looks like a reader.
She does look like a reader.
Dude.
Dua has hers.
Dude.
Dua.
I listened to half of an interview with Naomi Osaka the other day.
Yeah.
Big tennis player.
Half of the interview. Why didn't you finish it? Was it bad?
I don't know. No, I just got distracted, I think, and stopped listening.
That's fair.
She doesn't do it as much anymore. She loves to drag race people in LA.
I'm sorry, what? Like on the street?
On
Like
the streets.
She admitted to being a criminal on air, live?
Well, I don't know. Is that criminal?
Drag racing? Yes.
Wait, is
Speed-
drag racing, what is drag racing versus just driving fast? That's the same.
No, drag racing is like you have another person and you're like prepared and you like race.
Yeah, she made it sound like she does that.
Wow. I mean,
But-
that's kind of cool of her.
That's what I'm saying.
I love that about her, but I also am like, that's so dangerous because you're also on a street where other people are not drag racing.
So what she said is that she loves to she loves to go on drives at night. It's like her favorite
So
thing
she
in the
can
world.
drag race people?
And she said that what happens is that culture is very alive in like freeways and stuff like that. And so
Yeah,
she
I
ends
hear it all
up
the time.
racing people.
That's so
and they
scary.
never know it's her because she has really tinted windows.
I have so many thoughts. Like one that is so sick that it's like you're just drag racing and you have no idea that you just lost to Naomi Osaka.
Yeah, like sorry, that was
Or beat her and you're like, oh my God, I beat like the GOAT.
yeah.
But I'm like, you're a mom.
That's why it
dangerous.
came up. She has stopped doing it since
Oh, good.
because she is
Like,
a
would
mom.
I like to drag race? Absolutely. Anytime like it's nighttime, I'm like, I just want to go a little faster. Like,
Were you like that? Did you do that when you were younger?
Yeah, a little bit.
You did that.
I never drag raced.
What did you just agree
I would just
to?
drive a little too fast. Like, I felt a little too, like, invincible.
Yeah.
But I have had one speeding ticket in my life, knock on wood. And it was, like, right after I got my license. And then never again, because I was like...
Too fast, too furious.
Too fast, too furious. But I would, like, drive to college in Ohio from Pittsburgh, and I just would want to get there faster. And no, I'm sorry, between stretch of PA to Ohio on the turnpike, there were no cars.
But can you, is speeding... Like, here, it's like you can go 15 over and no one says a damn thing.
I was going a lot more than 15 over when I got pulled over.
Like, what do you think?
Like 30 over?
30 over what? Like,
but it was like maybe like 55 or 65. Like the
speed that's ridiculous.
So low, that
it's not like you were going over 100.
Yeah, exactly. I was in my PT Cruiser. I could never. Honestly, I remember when I went in to like dispute it, which I'm not disputing it. I knew I was going too fast, but like it was my first offense to try to get it lower to pay less. And I really...
That's really cute that you did that.
Yeah, I was like sobbing. They were like, it's okay. They were so nice to me. And then the next time I went, that's a whole nother story for another day.
Wait, what was your PT? Was it wood paneled?
No, it was just silver. My mom got it, and then she generously gave it to me when she got her new car. So
that's cute.
I never cared. Everyone made fun of me. I'm like, I have a car. A free car.
Sean had the navy blue PT Cruiser with the wood paneling.
That's worse. That's worse.
And like his floppy blonde hair. PT Cruisers are so silly. I never see them anywhere.
They're discontinued now.
No, but like not a single person still has one.
I do see them sometimes. I think because I think about them fondly.
10 years.
Yeah, I think they like really want it to be the new Bug.
Yeah.
And my mom always thought I'd be like so cute if I got a Bug.
Yeah.
So she gave me a PT Cruiser. But I don't know. I was really grateful. It had a little sunroof.
Why did every girl that
want a Bug
is our age have that experience with their mom?
It was cute.
That was like, the mom was like, I want you to have a Bug. My mom got the convertible Bug wanting to give it to me. And then when it was time for car, I was like,
I don't want this. Because they just see it as like a girly car, and then it's like, I don't want that. You wanted a fucking Jeep. You're a lesbian. You don't want a Bug.
I'm not a Bug girl.
Speaking of your mom, I want to out you for something. Oh, really quickly.
That is not right.
Yeah.
But here we go.
In Taryn's contacts, she's always had Mommy Arnold and Daddy Arnold. And while we were driving to the wedding, your dad called, and I saw you changed it to Dad.
No, I didn't.
Did me bullying you finally get to you?
I did not change it to
Dad.
Check
it. I swear it said Dad. I was like,
oh, wait, it does say Dad.
See?
I don't know when I did that.
Honey, I think you got sick of getting bullied.
Dad Arnold.
See, bullying works.
Still says Mommy.
I know. I think because Mommy felt more okay than Daddy.
Even just saying it ain't right. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Like hearing it said is not working for me.
But we had this conversation with someone recently, and I think that's what finally bullied you into getting it, where you're like, it's not like that. Like, you never say Daddy out loud to him. You would never. But it was like a contact in your phone was like, cute. Like, I have a bunch of emojis by my mom's name, and I'm not like, well, I wouldn't call her emojis, but like, it's like kind of sillier when it's contact.
Yeah, something about it makes, like, I don't want to change. I'm surprised I changed it. It feels like,
I think you
feels like I'm growing up in a bad way.
You don't want that.
In a way that I don't love.
I'm really sorry for that. And I'm sorry for breaking that news to you. But it popped up on our drive, and I was like, oh my God.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So congrats. You've grown up.
Thanks for outing me. Can I play you a video and you can tell me what you think about it?
Absolutely. What is it?
I'd love to know what the PPs think too. So I found this TikTok. I went foraging for this TikTok.
She scrolled on TikTok for 5 hours and it came up at some point.
And it's Huberman Lab, whatever his freaking, that guy. He's strange. But I saw this video where he's talking about how great lesbians are, basically, and I want your reaction to it.
Okay.
I'm going to play it.
Men, find a good lesbian friend. You want to really understand where you're strong, where you're weak, and you want to learn to just kind of relax around women. Be around a woman that you have no chance of sleeping with.
That buddy oyster, bro.
You know, I have a couple of lesbian friends, and I'll tell you, I've always had a couple of lesbian friends. I'm convinced lesbians are going to save us all.
God, I got to get one.
They are,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, and you got to get it out of your head that you're going to sleep with them.
Yes.
Because these are what we call platinum star lesbians. They are interested in women and women only.
Oh yeah, I'm talking checking a Westbrook jersey.
So, and it's interesting because they have an amazing perspective on men that's from a women's perspective. And they also have an amazing perspective on women. Yeah. They can say things like, she's crazy. Andrew, you date her, you're going to be in pain. And they can also say things like, she seems pretty cool. I would date her, except she's not into women. And
that's good.
Women can see things in women that men can't see. Men can see things in men that obviously women can't see.
It's like, I like it, but it's like men put forward the most obvious, simple ideas and try to make it like this massive, profound thing sometimes. I just like don't have the patience for it. And it's often why I feel like people like Huberman get so big, because they just like change people's lives by being like, in the morning, you're going to wake up. And people are like, oh my God. But not just wake up. Your eyes are going to open. Like they say like these like really.
That's not what Huberman says.
Obviously exaggerating, but a lot of times I see these like millions of views in like videos by men online that are just like, a woman wouldn't even think about sharing that because we're all like, yeah, duh, of course you do that. But
what do you think about the content? What do you think about what he's saying?
I have mixed emotions about it. One, it's the like, you could just be friends with a woman who isn't fully a lesbian and there isn't like 100% chance she won't sleep with a man, and just respect her and that she doesn't want to sleep with you. Mm-hmm. Like I think men have such a problem with that. Like even that icks me out. But I get the perception of like, well, I date women, so I can view them in not just my friendships and how I relate to them personally, but I can relate to them personally. Yeah. But I can also view them as somebody that I would want to date and how they would be. But then I'm also like, I don't know, as a lesbian, dating someone versus any of my like straight male friends dating them is like very different. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's like, it is great insight to offer into somebody of like, if you want dating advice, a straight man definitely could ask a lesbian. She's going to understand like the complexities of both sides. Yeah. I don't have any problem with that. I think that, lesbians are going to save the world or whatever they said.
There is some mixed reviews in the comments that I thought were pretty funny. The first comment says, it's about time we get some credit around here, which I thought was funny. People quoting Theo Vaughn when he said, I gotta get one. Like we're rare Pokemon.
He is like so simple-minded.
He's
love
like
him. He's like a Love Island character to me, where I'm like, sometimes he does like, he shouldn't have any power though. Yeah. Because I think it's so dangerous.
He knows that.
But even him being like, I gotta get me one, he quickly realized that was not good to say. Like, get me one. He was like, you know what I mean.
I don't know much about like his beliefs to his core, but like the clips that I have seen of him, he seems like a very like thoughtful, interesting person.
I don't really know anything about him.
Then someone said, as a lesbian, I will not be your therapist and tell you what to do better. Figure it out yourself, just like we did. Which, I'm not gonna lie, at first I agreed with that, but now that I'm looking at it, like to me it sounds like he's saying like, diversify your friend group. And and it's also like, my friends teach me shit.
Yeah,
I'm not asking them to be my therapist, but like that's what friends are for.
I think it's like, well, as long as they are your friend and it's a two-way street, that you're not just using a person for what they give you. And there is a lot of long-running issues of men putting a lot of pressure on women to be stable and to handle things, like the mental load that men put on women all the time, that it's like, you have found another way that women have to teach you how to fucking do everything. Yeah. But if it is a true friendship, that's what friendships are for. We help each other grow. We're not each other's therapists, but we're each other's sounding boards. We help each other be better. We help each other see different perspectives. I don't have any problem with that. I think that's a great friendship.
It's just so much back and forth of people being like, I'm a lesbian and I agree with this message. Lesbian here, approve of this message. I'm a lesbian and I do not agree with this. I agree with this. I give advice to men all the time, but I don't know if they can take it. I don't know if they take it, but I let them know things can be good if you want them to be good. Mm-hmm. And someone said, this is brilliant advice. Someone said, I actually really like having straight guy friends, the ones that are respectful and protective. Another person said, as a lesbian who's had many guy friends, never again. I am so sick and tired of having wonderful friendships that are ruined by their intentions.
Yeah, and I think it's nuanced. It's what people's experience have had, what your intention is. Like, if someone is just like, yeah, I gotta get me one of those lesbians to have as a friend because they add value to my life, and I'm only gonna be friends with you because of that, an issue. Yeah. But I don't think, at the end of the day, I don't think people are just gonna be like, I'm gonna be friends with that lesbian because she's gonna help me with my relationships with women.
Yeah.
No, but it's like, oh yeah, that is an interesting perspective, and we think maybe we're so different, but oh, maybe we're not that different, and maybe we can help each other grow and be better.
It's beautiful, honey.
Yeah, I don't really have a problem with it. Okay, I really want to get into some PP stories because some PPs need help. But before we do that, I have to share that I had just talked about a double yolk in an egg. I forget why. You and I were talking about it. And I was like, you know what? It's so weird. I've never had a double yolk in an egg.
Did you have it this morning?
I had it this morning. I made your breakfast, and then I went to make mine.
We watched someone crack an egg, and it was a double yolk.
Yes.
That's what we were talking about.
Yeah. And I got a double yolk, and never once has it happened in my life. And I don't know what to think about. I'm like, is it gross? Is it weird? Whatever. So I looked it up, and there's apparently a lot of meaning in different cultures and religions and spirituality.
I can't believe you sat on this news all day.
Honey, I closed my pictures when you were sat by me earlier because I didn't want to tell you before this because it was breaking news. I have a picture of it to show you. But a double...
Did you eat it or did I eat it?
I ate it because I knew you would be like weird about it. And you only wanted one yolk. A double yolk egg symbolizes various concepts depending on culture and personal beliefs, but it is most often interpreted as a sign of good luck, prosperity, and fertility. Other interpretations include a sign of imminent marriage, a connection to twins, a message of divine blessing, or a symbol of the duality of life.
Aww.
Conversely, in some historical or specific cultures, a double egg yolk could also be a warning of death, but we're going to ignore that one.
Don't tell me that. Oh my God.
It was like British people or something, like whatever.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's either like so amazing or so bad?
It was like not, it was very rare that people said like a sign of death. I think because it's so rare to happen, that one time it happened and then someone died and they were like, ugh, must mean this. Like, 100%. How could these two rare things happen?
Wow.
But I thought that was really cool. And then I studied why it happened. I Googled for 2 minutes.
I went to Cambridge quickly to get my PhD.
But yeah, I just looked up like why it happens, and it is just either an immature hen right when they're starting to produce eggs.
They just don't have their head on straight yet.
Exactly. Yeah. Or when they're older and they're about to like stop laying eggs and like things just change a little.
Wow.
I know. Isn't
Cute.
Cool?
That's so crazy.
I know.
I really can't believe you didn't tell me that for hours. We had eggs hours ago.
Oh, I mean, so long ago.
That was this morning. Oh my God.
Hey, look, there it is. The second yolk was like kind of like apart.
Wow.
And then the other one was like fully intact.
Cool, honey.
I know. I thought it was really
Congrats. Neat. Or I'm sorry.
No, congrats.
Okay,
definitely congrats. Okay, we're going to get into some PP stories. Don't forget you can call yours in and leave a max 3-minute voicemail at 323-577-8857. Or if you don't want to talk, you can email us at stayinguppod@gmail.com. Today we have 2 voicemail ones.
So I've been dealing with this like situation where it's like I have to ask my partner to give me attention or to like make time for me or even like to want to talk to me. Is that a bad thing if I have to ask for attention or if I have to like, ask my partner to like make time for me or want to talk to me or want to, come out and hang out with me and come see me in person? Is that a bad thing? And hi, my name is Jamie too. And yeah, let me know.
Oh,
that is a bad thing, Jamie.
I think it depends on context. You didn't give us full context here, so I don't want to jump to conclusions.
Let's jump.
I don't want to. I'm not jumping. Okay. You can jump. I'm not jumping because you know what? Some people show love and affection in different ways. That's why I don't like the concept of like, if they wanted to, they would vibe. I think sometimes it's very true, but other times it's, they don't know. We all want different things and need different things. Sometimes people are good with like smaller amounts of attention so they don't feel the need to do the same. Now I can jump a little that you're saying like, or even want to come see me in person. I do fear, and again, we don't have a lot of context here, but it does sound like one of those situations where like, maybe you met online, maybe you don't live super close or something, and they're making up excuses to not give you what you need. So if you're articulating your needs, Jamie, and you're not receiving those needs, then yeah, this probably isn't the right person for you, because you deserve somebody who's going to show you and love you in the ways that you want that.
Jamie, my wife was very respectful and kind. Get the hell out of that. What?
Yeah, I don't know. I just I don't know if Jamie was vague, and I don't want to.
No,
I don't want to jump, babe.
You sound so sweet.
You are sweet. I know
the
it.
fact that you are like, is it wrong if I want to spend time with my partner that I have to ask them to want to spend time with me, that I have to ask them to want to talk to me?
Yeah, the talk to me sounded weird.
No.
But like maybe I was like, okay, maybe they're coming home from work late and they're tired and they're like, I need to decompress.
That's not a relationship then.
Yeah.
Like if they have nothing to give, what do they give? And it's not only that they don't see them often enough, but then they don't talk.
It does sound bad.
What is there?
Yeah,
what is there?
What are you getting out of this relationship, Jamie?
I'm livid for you, never at you, for you, and I don't want this for you, and I think that you should be with someone that it's not even a question that they want to A, talk to you, but B, spend time with you.
But some people maybe aren't good at articulating that, and maybe she's like jumping to conclusions or like exaggerating how bad it is. I don't know. Whatever, Jamie, they gotta go.
They gotta go. Think if that is not, those are table stakes, Jamie.
Yeah.
It's table stakes to feel like your partner wants to A, talk to you, and B, wants to see you. I don't feel that you should have to wonder or ask for those things.
I fear she's right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little fired up on that.
Well, tone it down, because we have another PP who needs our help. This is dogs versus kids.
Oh, God.
Hey, ladies. Looking for some advice here. I am married. We have had 2 dogs for, a long time. They are now 9 and 10, and we have 2 kids, and they are 4 and 2. We love our dogs. We have seen, before we even had kids, families that, talked about neglecting their dogs, and I know how much you two adore your dogs. They're like your first children. And I'm struggling because they're getting snippy, and we've had a few really hard, close calls with the kids. The older one is getting a little better because she's older. She's not at eye level. But we're still continuously having problems. They are rescue dogs. And my wife and I are, for the first time, having very serious conversations about what it looks like to give up our dogs. It is something we are trying to monitor. We're trying to set up our house in a way that, avoids the common situations where this occurs. And I never thought I would ever be in a situation where I'd have to talk about this. But it's the reality, and it's a whole nother level of love when you have your kids. It just is. If you asked me that before, I would have said my pets are my kids. So would love to hear your thoughts, especially because I know your dogs are your babies. Be well. We'll keep you posted.
Oh, that is
my actual nightmare.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that you are living that, because that is literally the worst thing I can imagine.
But you'd be surprised how many people go through it and don't talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know when this all started. It doesn't seem like it's happening super frequent. It seems like there's just been a few incidents.
Some like random close calls is the vibe.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of steps that we can take before a possible rehoming, but I do want to say it sounds like you are an incredibly responsible dog parent and parent. The idea of rehoming a dog is really hard, and 99.9% of the time I'm going to be like, no, we need to find a way to make this work when you've had a dog this long, because taking them out of this environment might make it worse. But that's not the case for everyone. And sometimes the environment they're in isn't the best environment for them, for you, for your kids. But I think there are a ton of steps that we could maybe try to implement first. It sounds like you're doing so many things around the house, which is great. Like when we have kids, I will never leave our kids alone with the dogs unsupervised until I know that those dogs see them as 100% superior. Mm-hmm. Like that is who I follow, and that like our kid could walk the dog, our kid could do everything. Like it's just the dogs are big. Something can happen, and they are animals at the end of the day. And kids sometimes do dumb shit. Like, we have nieces, and I watch them around our dogs like hawks. And both the dogs are amazing with them. The first few times our newest niece, who just turned 2, was around Frank, and she was like grabbing on him and like she kept, and she like hit him a couple times, and I kept trying to show her like, this is how we gently touch. And even I let her kind of like pull at his fur a little, and I held by his head. I like sat myself in a position where if he got upset, I would control it. But I kind of wanted to see like, is he tolerant of this? Because I see our other dog bug him all day long, and he's never done anything to her, but I think he fully sees her as like, that's my sister. I didn't know if he would give these strangers the same respect. And luckily, I think he fully has. But unfortunately, like, it's a lot for a dog to have 2 new little beings in their home that they used to be in a pecking order, and now you're trying to push them lower in the pecking order, but new people get to come in and be above them. It takes a lot.
And I think the ages being 4 and 2 means like you've already gone through probably a lot. Like, it's not like this is a totally new issue. So the fact that you guys are talking about it now leads me to believe that there must, like you said, there are close calls, but maybe it is getting more frequent or getting more serious or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have worked with like any behavioral person to come into the house and try to help.
Come in. And not just train with your dogs, but train with your kids.
Right.
Like, it is more on the owners who are also your kids now to know how to handle the dogs.
My unfiltered opinion, without knowing what it is specifically that like the dogs have done or what the close calls have been, would be like, the dogs they're older already. They're 9 and 10. I would do whatever I can to not have to rehome them, which it sounds like you are doing. But like, because they're already older, I think that I would be even more inclined to keep them here than trying to find them a new home so late in life.
Yeah.
So I would probably spend way more time and money on bringing someone in to help train the dogs or to proof certain rooms so the kids are never with the dogs, like you said you're saying.
Your dogs are on leash or in crates or whatever.
But I that think sounds so, I mean, I'm sickened by the thought of it. It literally is so scary to me. It's the worst thing I can imagine.
It's an impossible situation to know how you would handle it until you're in it. But I think we can both say, personally, if you ask me in this moment, you're in this situation, what do you do? I would exhaust every resource possible before removing the dogs from the home completely.
Yeah.
While maintaining my kids' and my dog's quality of life. Like, if the dog has to be in a crate 24/7, the dog, that's no life for the dog. So I wouldn't be doing that.
And if there was like a physical close call, I don't know what I would. That's a different story. Like, if it was like they growled at your kid in a way that they tried to bite your kid or something, like.
Yeah, it's like, obviously, was your kid putting their hand in dog food and the dog like snipped at them? It's like, well, let's not let the kid put their hand in the dog food. It doesn't seem like you're that kind of parent, so I don't feel that it is that.
It's more intense than that.
Yeah, or is it like our dog Riggins can get weird with Frank about being on couch and bed areas. If she ever does that with our children, she is no longer allowed on the couch or on the bed. Like, that is a privilege for our dogs. If you start acting up, you don't get to be on those surfaces. I don't know if your house is set up in a way where you have a room where you can keep the dogs and kids can only be in there with you. That. Yeah, I think biggest takeaway is like, my heart really goes out for you. That's a hard situation.
Sucks, dude.
We talked to a couple really recently that their dog was super not cool with their new baby at first, and they were really scared they were gonna have to rehome the dog.
I remember that.
And after Kevin's birthday?
At whose birthday?
Kevin's birthday. Anyways, and after getting a trainer in and doing a few sessions, they have no problems. And they still keep precautions up because you just never want to risk it and have the dog revert. But it used to be really not good with the baby, and now they're like friends. It loves the baby. Everything's really, really good. So sometimes we just, even though we're great dog parents and train our dogs every day, there's certain things that us as non-professionals don't know how to deal with.
Yeah.
Where a professional could really be like, oh, you know what? It's literally just, it doesn't like the crib.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It could be an easier fix than we're thinking. So I really hope it is for you, but I'm really sorry you're going through this. I can't imagine what an impossible decision if it gets to that point where you have
That
to
ain't
decide
right.
what to do.
That ain't right.
So please keep us posted.
Keep us
if something
posted.
does work, let us know, because I'm sure other people would love to hear how this gets resolved.
And Jamie, I'm going to need you to keep me posted personally. I'm going to need you to make sure you get the hell out of that.
Yeah. Love you guys. Love you, peepees. We will.
So saddest way to end.
I know, but here we are.
Wait.
Ending.
We must change it. We must.
What do you have?
Change the vibe.
Okay, change it, baby. What do you got for me? Should I talk about my double egg yolk again?
No, what are you going to do for dinner?
What am I going to do for dinner?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're going to be out for dinner.
Yep.
Probably have the leftovers from last night.
Oh, yeah, so good.
Yeah, so good.
We
Taryn
made the
an incredible
greatest little salad.
You
last
made
night.
it. It was so good.
Okay, big me up again.
Guys, what can I say?
We
I'm
love
a
you guys.
simp for my lady. We love you guys.
We
We'll
love
see you
ya.
next week. Bye.
Men,